Today is November 12th, and we are winding our way through Pennsylvania, western Pennsylvania. And I saw this Ohiopyle State Park and I just had to stop. It's such a gorgeous day, and so I'm doing the Jonathan Run Trail. It's a less than 2 mile one way. I always like stopping by the visitor center and picking their brains on what trails to do when there's so many options. This park looks fabulous. I'm absolutely coming back to it someday. But for my time constraints right now, she recommended this trail. And as far as our trip thus far in the United States, New York has been fabulous. We just loved going the back roads everywhere. So New York was fantastic. I would give it 5 stars, 5 out of 5. Pennsylvania, on the other hand, that was quite a marked difference crossing the state line. Not near as classy as New York. The farms are not quaint, and the houses are just ordinary 1960s kind of houses. So it doesn't seem to be the history in the farmlands anyway. New York had the Quakers, or maybe the Amish, and we saw buggies, horse and buggy. Just really, I really fell in love with New York. So Pennsylvania so far on the western side gets a 3 out of 5 for me. Did you know that there are 270 stories around the world for a worldwide flood? Some people don't believe in a worldwide flood, but the reference in Genesis 6 to all flesh and the catastrophic scope of the flood suggests that there was a universal worldwide deluge rather than just a local flood. This is so fun walking through the fallen leaves, and there's enough leaves on the trees yet to make it interesting. God gave Noah explicit instructions on how to build the ark, and it's interesting to note that it's not the typical Hebrew word for boat. It denotes a rectangular boat. God cared not only for man, but for the animals as well. This is like a rhododendron grove here. Oh, I've got to come back in the spring. I've never seen them like trees. God said to Noah, "I will establish my covenant with you." And this is the first time that this important term is used in Scripture. God's covenant with humanity is unilateral, meaning that God takes the initiative. It's a saving covenant. There are conditions and requirements like building and entering the ark. God doesn't force people to be saved, but if they want to be saved, then they will act in accordance to what God asks them to do, like build an ark. But it is God's grace that is foundational to the covenant, with humanity responding with obedience and faith. And that's God's covenant with us now. He wants to save us, but we must want to be saved. All right, the Healing Hiker rating for this Jonathan Run Trail is a 3 out of 5. It is a lovely walk through the woods, but this park is known for its extreme unique water features. So there was supposed to be a couple waterfalls, but they weren't on this trail. You have to climb down a steep bank in order to get to them. So that is why I dinged it. I still want to come back to this park though. It's got bike trails and it just looks amazing. I'll see you again in my next adventure. Assalamu alaikum, shalom, peace.